give me a few seconds. On a friend's house sitting. This my surroundings are a bit more different, but here we go. Welcome to Resi Studio. So in the following video, I will share some other forms of content that I make with the aim of learning and understanding Unity. I will also share other related sources you can use. So I have made a few articles that are a form of introduction to game development, and they may be not is not the ultimate guide to learning everything about Unity. So that is why I encourage you to use other forms of resources at the same time you're using my articles, since there are some areas I don't cover fully. So my first series of articles is titled Made with Unity 2D Space Shooter. So you will be making a small 2D space shooter game using Unity 3D, obviously. So I will take you step by step through installing Unity, prototyping a game without assets, where to get free assets, and some C# programming, and how and where to polish your game, which is tend to be the last one of the article. That is why for a similar interaction phase, I recommend Unity free learning path on learn.unity.com. There are two paths that I recommend when you're starting with Unity: Unity Essentials and Junior Programmer. Both paths are designed for anyone new to Unity and designed for anyone interested in learning to code or obtain an entry-level Unity role. The second list is made with Unity VR. So this series of content is aimed at understanding VR when using Unity, with more focus on the XR interactive toolkit. So the articles are a form of my personal diary for when I was starting to learn VR and still learning to this day. I'll start with an introduction phase in how to get your VR headset, more focused on the Oculus MetaQuest headset running on Unity, and then we're gonna go with interacting with objects and moving in the VR scene. I will also share approaches to use components already in Unity if you want to open some doors and drawers in your VR environments. So that tends to be the article number 7. So this section of the articles goes well with Unity VR pathway called VR development. I started with this pathway when starting to dive into VR, so I encourage you to do the same. So this next one is Guide to Beautiful Game in Unity. So this form of articles were a way to force me in able to hone my skills in the design space in game development. This is one of my weakest skill set as a game developer. I tend to like more coding than designing. So this was a way to force myself and sharing with you some tips and how to manage some assets to make game scene a lot more pretty. So as you can see, there's a few articles, so this is an ongoing set of articles. So once I keep learning how to design better in Unity, I will share with you. So for this, there's a pathway called Creative Core, where technically goes well with this series of articles, where it is more focused on learning VFX, animation, lighting, audio, UI, and other creative skills. So tends not to require no programming skills in this pathway. So if you're more in the design to make the area look pretty and everything, I recommend using the pathway with my article in a way to an interaction phase. So this was more a shorter way to introduce you or to show you my other related content that I do. I also post some tips sometimes on Twitter, and I will be more aware of my content both on Instagram. So this is my set of articles, and content is free. You can do whatever you want with it. Also, Unity Learn has some free courses, so if you want to dive in using their free resources, do it also. So I also working on finishing the game analysis for the Batman Arkham VR. So the approach was on my last video about that was to focus only on the interaction that is shown in the game and how to imitate that in Unity. So these are my former content. I will work on it more often. So thank you for hearing me out. Until the next one, have a lovely day.